This question will use abbreviations to help solve a compounding problem. Let's start by defining some of the abbreviations that we notice in the problem. So right away, I notice this FT. Essentially, this means to make or to prepare, and this pulv means powder. So we're going to use the ingredients above, so these ones right here, to make a powder. The next abbreviation that we can define is this one, this AA with a line over it. And this basically means that everything preceding this ingredient calamine is equal to the 12 grams that is listed there. So AA generally refers to when there are two or more ingredients listed that they're present in the same amount. And the way that we know that they're in the same amount or in equal amounts is that it has the AA with the line over it. And then the last abbreviation that we can look at is this QSAD. And this essentially means that you're going to make enough using the ingredients listed above. Generally, they're divided equally among those ingredients, and you're going to make enough to get a total weight of 44 grams. And so you're going to make enough to reach 44 grams. Knowing now what our abbreviations mean, we can go ahead and try to solve this problem. So the question is, how many grams of sodium bicarbonate should be used to prepare 12 grams of this mixture? So again, we know that our overall amount to compound using these ingredients is 44 grams. And we know now that this definition means that we can say that there are 12 grams in zinc oxide, 12 grams in starch, because there are 12 grams in calamine. And essentially what we're missing at this point is our amount of sodium bicarbonate, because this 44 grams refers to the total amount of the compounded powder that's made. So we can simply add these together. So 12 grams plus 12 grams plus 12 grams will give us 36 grams. And that weight represents the zinc oxide, the starch, and the calamine. And then just to find our sodium bicarb, we can take our total weight of the compounded powder minus the ingredients that we already know, and we can find that there are 8 grams of sodium bicarb. Then we just basically want to know how many grams of sodium bicarb would then be needed for a 12-gram mixture of that, and we can simply just set up a ratio. So if we know that there are 8 grams of sodium bicarb in our initial mixture that had 44 grams of powder, we can just set up a ratio. So we're looking for this X grams of sodium bicarb, and we want to know how many are in a 12-gram mixture of that powder. And we simply just cross multiply, so 44X is equal to 96 grams, so that was this time and this. And then we can just solve for X. So X equals 2.18 grams. And essentially that means that there were 2.18 grams of sodium bicarbonate in a 12-gram mixture of the powder that we compounded.